So, you've got that itch, right? That little voice in your head telling you to build something, to create something of your own. But for so many of us, the biggest roadblock isn't what to build, it's just, where in the world do I even begin? Well, today, we're going to flip that entire question on its head and turn it into an adventure.
I think we've all been there. You have this incredible ambition. You see the possibilities, but it feels like you're about to jump into the deep end without knowing how to swim. It's that classic battle between the dream of creating something amazing and that nagging fear of being totally unprepared for what's coming.
All right, to really figure out where to start, we have to bust a couple of myths that keep people stuck. And the first one? Well, it all starts with this story about a guy named Bubba.
So you meet Bubba, and he makes business sound so simple. He's crushing it, making all this money, but if you actually, do the math on his 3% markup, something's a little off, right? And that's one side of the coin.
This right here is the big dilemma. On one hand, you've got the Bubba view. It's easy, anyone can do it, no big deal. And on the other hand, you have this idea that it's a secret society. This super complex world of jargon and spreadsheets that's only for the MBAs and CEOs.
And so you're just stuck in the middle. If it's so easy, like Bubba says, why does it feel impossible? But if it's this exclusive club, how could I ever break in? That paralysis, that one simple question, where do I start, is the first and maybe the biggest hurdle for anyone who wants to build something.
Okay, so let's just throw that old way of thinking out the window. Forget the myths. We're going to reframe this whole challenge into something that's not only manageable, but honestly a lot more fun. Think of it as a quest.
This is the big idea, the huge mindset shift. Your career isn't just a ladder you climb. No, it's a scavenger hunt. And your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to intentionally go out and collect the skills, the knowledge, and the people you'll need to be ready when that big opportunity finally hits.
And on this scavenger hunt, you have exactly 3 bags you need to focus on filling. The first is industry knowledge, like deep industry knowledge. The second is all about the nuts and bolts, the day-to-day operations. And the third bag is about raising capital. That's it. Those are your 3 targets.
But here's the thing, and this is super important. Not all of these bags are created equal. They're all necessary, for sure, but their value to you as a founder is wildly different. And figuring out this ranking is the secret to focusing your energy in the right places.
So just think about it for a second. You've got those 3 bags: deep industry knowledge, knowing how to run the business day to day, and knowing how to raise money. Which one do you think is the absolute most valuable, the one that's truly priceless? The answer? Well, it might not be what you think.
And there it is. Look at that. Industry knowledge is by a massive margin the most valuable thing you can possess. The operational know-how comes in second, still incredibly important. And all the way down at the bottom, the skill that so many people fixate on, raising money, is actually the least valuable of the 3. Kind of wild, right?
So why? Why is industry knowledge the undisputed king? Because it gives you a kind of superpower. It's the ability to see an opportunity that no one else sees. One of those truly rare, game-changing moments that might only pop up once every few years. Without that insight, you're not building a business, you're just playing the lottery.
And this gets to a really tough but crucial point about raising capital. The source material puts it bluntly. Money is a commodity. It's everywhere. That means the skill to find it, while useful, doesn't really make you special. Truly great ideas, the ones that are born from deep industry knowledge, they will almost always find the money. The money follows the great idea, not the other way around.
Okay, so now we know what to prioritize. The billion-dollar question is, how do you actually go out and start filling these bags? So let's talk about a real, practical roadmap for your scavenger hunt.
For that first, most important bag, you have to get in the game. You've got to get into what's called a flowing deal stream. That means working near investors or for a consulting firm, a bank, or any company that's always buying other companies. Or, hey, just get a sales or operations job right in the middle of the industry you're targeting and just become a total sponge.
Now, for bag number 2, learning operations. There really are no shortcuts. You have to get your hands dirty. Working at a small company can be great because you get to wear a lot of hats. A bigger company can expose you to more established systems. Either way, the key is to be curious, ask questions, make friends, and understand everything from the accounting books to the company culture.
Now I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a lot. How can I be an expert in everything?
Well, here's the best part of the scavenger hunt. You don't have to do it alone. It's a team sport. Knowing what you're not good at is actually a huge strength because it tells you exactly what kind of partner you need to find.
And you've got to let this sink in. It's so powerful. If you're the industry visionary but you can't stand spreadsheets, find a partner who loves them. A team with skills that complete each other isn't just 1 + 1 = 2. It's more like 1 + 1 = 10. You become exponentially more powerful together than you could ever be apart.
All right, let's zoom all the way out and put this whole scavenger hunt idea into the context of your entire career. This isn't about a mad dash to get everything you need in 6 months. It's a long game. It's about being strategic and, honestly, being patient.
Start looking at every job you take as a strategic stepping stone. That first job is just about learning the basics, but after that, every single move should be on purpose. With each new role, you should ask, what knowledge is this job putting in my bags? You just keep building, patiently, collecting skills and contacts, until one day, bam, an irresistible opportunity lands in your lap. And this time, you'll actually be ready for it.
And that, right there, is the big secret. It's not about trying to find that one perfect job right out of the gate. That job doesn't exist. The real trick is to use every job as a tool, as a training ground, to systematically prepare yourself for the massive challenge and the incredible reward that's waiting for you down the road.
And just like that, your scavenger hunt has begun. You've got the map, you know what treasures you're looking for, and you have the strategy. So now there's really only one question left for you to answer. Which bag are you going to start filling first?